I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Gun show. Cramp. Dehydration. Every time. I am do you guys like water? I fucking hate it. I hate fucking water. I hate it. And there's a lot of people like me. I didn't realize that Lou Holtz is one of them, my Aunt Carol. And my family a lot of them, my grandfather fucking hated water. He drank wine on a 90-degree day. He wondered why he was choking my grandmother when she wouldn't dance with him after dinner. It's a true story, by the way. I just fucking hate it. And then I drink Gatorade. I get sick of that after a month. Powerade's a little better. Of course, I'm taking in that red and blue dye shit. I'm sure that's good for you. That's all fucking natural. I just fucking hate it. And I'm always dehydrated, which doesn't help with your pooping. What a way to start the show. That was pretty gross. Anyways, real quick headlines just to let you know that we keep the show up to date. Maybe if I turn this fucking thing on. Excuse my language up front, but if you have a problem with that, I don't want you on my team, okay? I've been talking like this since I was baptized. I said, that fucking water is cold.
I don't like water.
I don't like water. Wait a minute, you just figured it out.
That's it.
That's why I don't. I had a fag dumping a craft of fucking Avion on my face. That's why I don't like. That was fucking good. That's going in the act. Hokkena. Sox won last night. I still love them. They're not going to make the playoffs, I don't think, because they don't have the pitching this year. But holy shit, they have 4 rookies that you could talk about all-star next year. I'm not shitting you. Anyways, I know you're sick of hearing that, but one of my favorite teams, I got to be honest. And by the way, I've watched the Sox, this is how old I am, for 56 seasons. And Jarren Duran is having the best overall season of any player I've seen in my lifetime. Leads the league in doubles, triples, hit his 20th or 21st homer last night. 30-something stolen bases. Hitting it right under 300. Not to mention, he's thrown, I don't know how many guys out from the outfield. I think he's leading in that for center. Last night, he takes one off the wall, bounces, bare hands it, throws a dart, they relay it to home. They look like a great defensive team, and then they started kicking the ball around again last night. I'm just very excited about the next few years. If Aaron Judge gets cancer, we might have a shot. Oh, I didn't mean that. I love that guy, even though he's a Yankee. I think he's a fucking gentleman, and what a ball player. Anyways, real quick, headlines. These are just quick headlines that you can look up. What am I, fucking George H. Morrow? Was that his name? Sure. That's my crack producer. He goes, sure. Sounds right. David R. Morrow? David R. Morrow? Yeah, David. George. I really am fucking old. Couple headlines. You can look them up. Texas booted 1 million voters off the rolls that weren't supposed to be on the rolls. So Abbott's doing his homework. No, they're not trying to steal the election. The state's trying to fucking let illegals vote. If this doesn't end in a civil war, I don't know. Also, California, this will get the hair on your nuts to stand up. California, about this close to passing a bill that will give illegal immigrants $150,000 towards a house. So you California people, if you're still living out there, go ahead, enjoy your fucking anal rape. I don't know. It's got to be a flat roof somewhere near Newsom's house. What do you mean? No, I just heard the rain clicks.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? You had that problem, though. And one more thing. Kamala finally agreed to a hard-hitting interview with CNN. Why don't you just film a girl licking her ass? Not to be vulgar. By the way, dragging Tim Waltz with her to a friendly sit-down. And, of course, everything left's going, well, that's what people do after a convention. They usually do the first one together. Trump did it. Yeah, he did a number of them, not just one. And he didn't wait a fucking month. She's dragging this putz because she doesn't have the balls. He has to hold her fucking hand.
Not to mention she wants notes at the debate.
No, that's all been ruled out. We solved that. Yeah. It's all been ruled. No notes, and they're going to be standing and whatever. But yeah, she asked for all that too. That really shows confidence. She's a phony, folks. This whole thing is phony. I've never seen an election where the difference between the two parties, one hates America, and that's not That's not hyperbole. Fucking hates this country, really wants to turn it to third world shithole. They're halfway there. And the other one loves the country and the Constitution. And even them, I'm not too sure of. I'm not a huge Republican fan either. There's a rumor out there, I didn't see it in the headlines, that there's 200 Republican staffers. Those are people who get, senators' copy and shit, who signed something saying that they were going to vote for Kamala. I couldn't find the headline, but it's out there. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. You guys know.
Bunch of Gen Z fucks.
Yeah, probably Gen Z fucks, gay guys, ugly women. That's what it's about, by the way. All this is not left, right, conservative, liberal. It's about people unhappy and hate themselves because of the way they were born. If you notice, there's a lot of freaks on the left, whether it's Antifa or whatever the fuck. Just miserable because they didn't fit into the mainstream in this country. How was that for an analysis? Kiss my grits. All right, let's get to it. Debate finalized. President Trump announced him and Harris have agreed to debate rules, of course, after she fucking was trying to change them, after she tried to weasel out of them. I think that those are my words, by the way. So they're going to...
Put 'em up, put 'em up.
I've reached an agreement with radical... I can't even do them. You got to really yell when you do them. I watch Crowder and I go, how the fuck are you doing it? I have reached an agreement with radical left Democrats for a debate with Comrade Kamala Harris. It will be broadcast live on ABC Fake News. This is where I fucking love them. We know that you don't even have to say that at this point, but he's about branding. ABC Fake News, which it is, if you saw the interview with Jonathan Karl on Sunday and Tom Cotton, it was unbelievable. By far the nastiest and most unfair newscaster in the business. On Tuesday, September 10th, this debate's going to take place in Philly. Jesus Christ, he's not even afraid of Pennsylvania. Trump announced that on his site, Truth Social. The rules will be the same as the last CNN debate, he says, which seemed to work out well for everyone except perhaps Crooked Joe. You don't believe him? I'll refresh your memory. Here's Joe at his best in that debate.
They were able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with
Trump's face.
Everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden.
Mumbling, stuttering little fuck. You know that?
We finally beat Medicare. I didn't know you were fighting it. The debate will be stand up, and candidates cannot bring notes or cheat sheets, all the shit that she wanted, Trump explained. We have also been given assurance by ABC that this will be a fair and equitable debate. And that neither side will be given the questions in advance. No Donna Brazile, Trump throws in. He remarked, noting that Harris failed to agree to a Fox News debate on September 4th. However, he said, that date will be held open in case she changes her mind or flip-flops, as she has done on every single one of her long-held and cherished policy beliefs. Boy, does he know how to stick it to her. A possible third debate, which would go to NBC Fake News, has not been agreed to by the radical left, Trump added. God bless America. Oh, my God. We don't deserve him, as many people say. How in God's green? Honest to God, I just think as left as the media wants you to be this country is, I swear to God, there's 8 people that agree with the Democrat. And it doesn't matter because they're going to try to steal it anyways. And somebody's hell-bent on turning this into a globalist shithole. I don't know. Anyways, we have, I predicted how it's going to look when Trump does debate Kamala. I think this video says it all.
But providing they're both perfectly fit, I can see nothing wrong with one healthy man beating the living daylights out of a little schoolgirl.
Put 'em up, put 'em up.
Ruben just wrong is the next headline. Arizona Police Association, that's the APA, was also a entertainment agency. I was with in L.A. Turned heads recently by endorsing liberal Democrats Rep. Ruben Gallego, and he's a lefty, folks. in Arizona's U.S. Senate race. Despite Gallego's controversial history on law enforcement issues and the APA's simultaneous support of former President Donald Trump, the move to back the Democrat over Republican Kari Lake comes despite the organization endorsing Lake's bid for governor during the last election cycle, and just days after it announced its endorsement of Trump in the presidential fucking race.
Are you saying he knows nothing about these matters?
To my knowledge, nothing.
I wonder what kind of money he's going to get. As a Marine, he says, this is Gallego, combat veteran, we know Congressman Gallego understands the complexities, or maybe it's not him, it's somebody talking about him, the complexities of modern policing in American society today. While at the same, I can tell by the way it's going on in Arizona, while at the same time recognizing the public's expectations. APA President Justin, I like little boys' hair, that's a tease and a joke. Put him up. You got. Here he comes. There you go. Look at this gopher. Look at this fucking gopher in a suit. Said Justin Harris said in a statement posted to X. Doesn't he look like a fucking Law and Order guy? Looks like he should be chewing an acorn. The move also comes as Gallego's record on police issues has come under increased scrutiny, including an Arizona Sun-Times report. In one instance, Gallego argued he looks like J.D. Vance if J.D. Vance was on a high-carb diet. In one instance, Gallego argued for restrictions on police use of certain weapons because they don't know how to use them in a safe manner. Well, teach them. In another instance, he posted, how tough is it to use a flamethrower? In another instance, he posted on social media about his effort to restrict police departments from being able to access military gear. I'm not so against that because I don't like, they are getting pretty militarized, the police, local police, so I'm not going to push back that hard. The report also although when you got 10 million people at an open border, I guess you should fucking militarize the Boy Scouts. The report also detailed Gallego's history of social media posts in support of Black Lives Matter. That's all I need to hear. It's all I need. Fenway Park still has a sign that says Black Lives Matter. We have already debunked that organization. Even before they debunked them, in their mission statement, it says that part of their mission was to replace overthrow the United States government, replace it with something else. And yet there's still people like this jerk-off in power supporting Black Lives Matter in the aftermath of George Floyd's death in 2020, including one post in which he argued that protesters aren't the bad guy and that the bad guys were the one behind the police line.
Who said that?
He did, Gallego.
Who the fuck said that?
Gallego, Ruben.
Who's the slimy little communist shit twinkle-toed cocksucker down here who just signed his own death warrant?
I'll say it again, Ruben Gallego. That's all I need to know about him. Excuse me. Signing major reforms into law and transforming the culture of law enforcement remains a matter of life and death. No, transform the culture of the scumbags. You know who I'm talking about in this country. The law and orderless remains a matter of life and death, especially for black communities. Oh, God, this is what happens when you're out west. Said the APA's decision was blasted by Lake's campaign. Lake said Ruben Gallego supported defending the police. Okay. What else do you need to know? This is a law and order guy. And vilified law enforcement while serving in Congress. He supports open borders and is weak on crime. Kari Lake will always back the blue and support law enforcement and safe communities. And she looks pretty cool for a woman in her late 90s. So does the broad to the left of her, to the right of us. The one on the left, I don't know. She looks like a tight end for the Eagles. What can I say, folks? I'm a sexist pig, and I think you should enjoy that. We need more of that. What a beautiful backdrop I have, huh? Yep. We really did it. I said that I showed up a couple times. I put the screws in the bookcase, a couple of them.
And we have a place for Santa Claus next to the lamp for Christmas.
Oh, the gay Santa? Yeah. I got to get that working again. Because me and Andy, my wife, came up with it. We saw Trump dancing. It dances just like Trump. It goes like this.
Well, it would help if you would stop knocking it off the desk.
Oh, that's true. I think I might have broke its spine. Want to see Santa instead of a sleigh? He's got a wheelchair. Naughty nose. we're changing the pace a little bit because we crunch some numbers. Show's 95% male watched. And you 5% women, God love you. Naughty Nose, this is a perfect, to me, Nick Di Paolo show. You get Trump news, you get election news, and now you're going to get this. Jeremy Jackson was just as bad as his Baywatch character, spilling the gross and intimate thing he used to do when his female co-stars weren't around. I don't see what's gross about it at all. I still do it. Sure, it's men's underwear and I'm at the gym. That's not the point. In the after Baywatch moment in the Sun documentary, it's in a documentary, he says, that airs August 28th. Isn't that today? Yeah. Jackson, 43, who played Hobie Buchanan, stupid name, on the popular 90s beach series, revealed he sneaked into the actresses' trailers when they went home for the day and smelled their worn bathing suits.
Delicious.
Thank you.
If you didn't and you were 14, you guys, you understand when a boy's 14, you'll fuck a catcher's mitt? You don't even have to oil it. I'm telling you, I got caught at a sporting goods store. You'll fuck a couch, you'll fuck an ashtray, and this guy's on a set with this. And he's a good looking, they were probably sending him. He says, and this is him, I quote, and I love that he's saying this shit now. Yeah. He's a real guy. I would usually sneak into the women's trailers after they were done and grab their dirty bathing suits. Let's just say I smelled every blank on the Baywatch.
Fill in the blank.
Fill in the blank, and I know what he meant. He meant, candles they have. Jackson shared, adding, he found one Baywatch babe's scent irresistible. He's a sick fuck. And Nicole Eggert, she's suffering from cancer, by the way, right now. Is that Pam on the right?
Yeah, Pam on the right, Eggert on the left.
Jesus H. Christ. I'd shampoo my head with it, diarrhea. Cut. What'd I say? Nicole Eggert was the big one for sure, he said in the clip. We had a very intimate moment, her and I, that she never knew about. And then he said this.
Hound dog is going to eat that pussy.
Oh, this show. After the shocking revelation, producers spilled the beans to Eggert, 52. Is so clear I don't have kids, isn't it? Eggert, 52, was battling breast cancer after being, if they waste those tits, God, I'll never talk to you again. Diagnosed in 2023. The actress played Summer Quinn on the show and wasn't shocked to learn about Jackson's confession. This makes her cool, too, by the way. She says, and I quote, I knew Jeremy very well. This surprises me not at all. She responded in the documentary. Eggert laughed off Jackson's habit. I'm not even mad at a 14-year-old Jeremy. I mean, puberty on a show like, exactly. Yeah. On a show like that, she joked. She goes, I love grown-up Jeremy for being honest about 14-year-old Jeremy. That's a cool chick right there. Yeah. If that was a feminist, first of all, you wouldn't sniff it.
Well, if it was any 20s actor.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Now, yeah, you'd be in prison. Yep. Jackson, who played the son of David Hasselhoff's character, I guess I didn't really follow the plot. I didn't know he had a son. I think I said, remember she was on a show, VIP, too, after this, and I said something about, on the Pam Anderson roast, I said, she was on that show that's responsible for permanently making my dick crooked to the left. Jackson, who played the son of David Hasselhoff's character, struggled with crystal meth addiction while filming this. That means he was going through 40 suits a minute. He actually tried to eat a few. Anyways, I found the clip that this has come up, not in Baywatch shows. It's actually come up in actual, maybe the greatest show ever, but you remember this.
You go too easy on him.
Probably.
Hey, my nephew Cubby wasn't dead. I'd have a soft spot for him.
You sniffed that girl's panties.
He told you that? Fucking baby.
His face. Let me do Paulie Walnuts, the late, great Tony Sirico. Every time somebody said something, accusing him of something, he'd go. You fucking baby. Let me tell you something. What a show, folks. What a show. You get fucking election news, bathing, sniffing. Got more shit coming up that should make you laugh unless you're retarded. Hey, boys and girls, in the second half of the show, anyways, you guys that are on Mug Club, stick around for the rest of the show because you signed up. The rest of you go to nickdip.com, and sign up for Mug Club, and you'll get my entire show from now on, and you'll get Steven Crowder's show, which is worth the money itself, and he's got a lot of stuff too. Not to mention an undercover team like Project Veritas, who's got a couple things coming up before the election that are going to fucking shock you. So anyways, go to nickdip.com and check out my dates. September 27th, Wise Guys, Jordan Landing in Utah. And then the next, I said Utah, fucking retard. The next two nights, September 28, 29, I'll be with my buddies in Las Vegas at Skankfest, which has been around for a while. It's a big hit. I haven't done it yet. And I'm looking forward to that. Hope to see you out there. Second half of the show also, Harris deputy manager, his name's Flaherty, gets busted violating, well, it's not official yet, but he was helping violate Americans' First Amendment rights by working with big tech. Also, a plane was delayed in India because something that you won't believe was on the tarmac. You won't see that here. I mean, you'll see the clip here. You don't see that in the United States, I'm saying. You just see, like, Dominicans and whites fighting in the terminal. Boring shit like that.
Hi. Good night, everybody.